Hey everyone, welcome to my channel guys, and yes, I will be watching a video which Vanity Fair released a couple of days back. This is RRR director breaks down the Oscar nominated Naatu scene. I am so excited because this is like SS Rajamouli has this is a 16.5-minute video of just Naatu. He's talking about Naatu, and it's always great to hear anything from the director's perspective, be it a scene, be it a song. And well, the song is a rage worldwide. Let's not even deny this fact. There are a lot of skeptics who hate RRR, which is fine. You're entitled to your opinion. I don't hate this film. It's not my favorite Rajamouli film, but I'm very happy that this movie has gained the worldwide recognition. So I'm very, very happy. And yes, let's watch this video. Let's see what he has to say. And let us begin.
I must have seen this song many times. I sometimes watch it on YouTube or go to the streaming platforms and watch the song again. I was worried that I wouldn't give you the notes and I myself will keep watching this song again.
Yes,
hello.
You know what? If the song wins the Oscar, then I'll finally, make a cover of this song myself. Because when this was trending, I did not do it because I was too shy. I'm still a very shy person, but this I thought that maybe I'll do it. Okay, maybe. No, fine, I'm giving you a commitment on the internet if the song wins the Oscar.
SS Rajamouli, I'm the director of a Telugu language Indian film RRR, and I'm so happy to be here to give you the notes on the scene, notes on the song Naatu. The first thing that comes to me when we talk about Naatu is the location itself. It was shot in Kiev, actually the presidential palace. This was actually supposed to happen in India, but because it was monsoon time then, so we were trying to scout the locations and we found this and I really loved it. And then they told me it's the presidential palace. I thought, oh, maybe then I have to look for another location. But they said, no, this is Ukraine. You can get the job done. And so thankful for the Ukrainian team. The colors of the palace, the size of the palace, the size of the ground for the dancers to be there was the exact right size.
This choreography is crazy, man. Crazy good.
The beautiful thing about the song that many tend not to notice are the background dancers. If you look here, the bunch here, all of them are not extras. All of them are dancers. And if you can see how the men are not comfortable with this, two Indian guys taking their scene over, but the girls are really enjoying the steps. You can see all of them are perfectly enacting the scene before their turn comes when they have to dance. I was really surprised that the level of professionalism the dancers there in Ukraine had. Really loved working with them.
I'm gonna look like a clown if I do cover this song, like the dance of the song.
The choreographer Prem Rakshit, he has worked with me before, he has worked with Charan before, he has worked with Tarak before. He gave one of the most memorable numbers for both of them. He knows their style, exactly what their body language is. He exactly knows what their fans expect out of them. Here he has a very difficult job because here both the actors have to dance together. Each of them have their own style, but he has to find out a style which will suit both of them as a dancing style which would be not complicated, because I also wanted him to figure out steps which people would like to do for themselves. So it should be nice, it shouldn't be too difficult, it should suit the style of both the actors, and it should be fantastic. Quite a number of instructions, and he has come up with, you wouldn't believe it, more than 100 variations for this 3/4 signature.
Oh.
Naatu for that line. I remember he sent me the video. It was going on and on and on and on.
Okay.
I had difficult time picking up the best 3/4 variations for this style. So the first credit to Prem Rakshit.
Yes, absolutely.
Enough of this nonsense! You two, out!
No, Jake, I've had enough of your bullying.
Oh, no!
Oh, the suspender step. So good. So pleasing to the eyes.
This for me is the best step in the entire song.
Okay.
The costume designer Rama, who also happens to be my wife, she didn't give the costumes like a song because it was supposed to be a scene. She gave the costume like a scene, and when Prem saw the dress and he saw the suspenders, he said, "Can I use the suspenders?" She said, "Okay." He composed a couple of steps, and he said, if the suspenders are too tight, they can't be doing it so easily. It has to be a little bit loose for the dance step. So it was Prem's idea to bring the suspenders in. And the funny thing is, like, they had the loose suspenders only for this particular shot. Before and after it were tight suspenders.
Yeah.
And just in the before
Otherwise, it'll
shot,
keep
when
falling.
Jenny, she pulls the suspenders and leaves it and says, "Go." The suspenders were actually the tight suspenders, and across their chest, and they had a wince on their face, but they were smiling until I said cut. And the moment I said cut, they were like walking away in pain.
Look at the footwork, man. Just
Even
wow.
for them, this was the most difficult step, doing all the things on the top, the suspenders moving and sliding. Right foot also has to go to the side.
Yeah, I think for me,
sliding.
just the footwork, because then you have to really coordinate this a lot. Oh my God, the amount of practice
I would say
taken.
the genius of the choreographer. When I instructed him, I told him, yes, for the audience, this is a song, this is fun, they're dancing and everything. But for the story, it is actually a fight scene, because it starts off with on a
dance-off battle.
An English guy is coming and insulting them,
Right.
humiliating them. But both of them are there on a purpose. They cannot really do a fist fight and blow their cover off. It moves into a kind of competition. You're seeing a song, you're seeing a dance, but in effect, you're getting the emotion of a fight. So that's the instruction that I gave Prem. That's what I needed. You see their body language, how they're standing, how their body movement is. It looks like a fight. That's how brilliant Prem is. Sendil, my cinematographer, this is my 8th film with him. Initially, he shows me what kind of tone that he's looking at for this particular film. He'll give me 2 or 3 references, and then I don't meddle with the lighting or the tonality of the film. My production designer, Sabu, he had a lot of idea on how colonial India was, what the properties were, what the costume colors were. He had a lot of ideas, so he was really rushing through queue to find the right kinds of properties.
Okay.
And all these flower arrangements. Sabu was sitting there with the art director there, and he was particularly telling, this color should come at the bottom, this color should come at
It's just like, this is just one song. I mean, if you see it through the lens of art direction and the production design, the set design, basically, just the thought to build a set, this is just for one song. Imagine for a film like this, just to make so many set pieces, because obviously the locations are all are not real locations, and you have to scout to make it look like the colonial era. So it's a lot of work, and really people in the background, like, we only see the finished product and we appreciate, oh, the set was good, the lighting was great, but just the thought process of making that happen, so much discussion and all of that, and then the director has to coordinate everything. I think that's why it's very fascinating to hear breakdowns, particular breakdowns, if it's a song or a scene or anything. When they talk about these things, it honestly, it fascinates me a lot.
the top, and he was really putting all his effort into it, and Sendil was there to look at. So I don't look at that at all. My job is to see whether my actors are doing the step.
There's the trust he has on the
that I
team.
want to. Their expression is perfect or not. That's the only job I look at it. We were shooting in the presidential palace, like I said, and here is the parliament. Parliament Ukraine. I was so shocked. I asked my line producer there, is it okay to shoot a song on a full volume right by the side of the parliament in front of the presidential palace. He said, yeah, fine, no problem, go ahead. Only thing is, it will be in actual metallic in color. In post, we made it like a lime plastered. One more point is all the background musicians who are holding the clarinets, the violins and all that stuff, they are also actual musicians. I wanted them to be musicians because they hold the violin properly, they hold the clarinet properly.
Authenticity.
I asked Anna, is that okay? Can I place the musicians there? Is it okay for them to just stand there and act, not actually play? And, okay, no problem. Go ahead. This is the step which was like on TikTok or all the social media platforms where
they're together.
Everyone was trying to do, whether it's friends, brothers, mother and daughter, husband and wife. Everyone were
if I do it, I'm gonna
doing the step and
dance
posting
to it alone.
on the social media, which really went viral and helped the film gain the popularity a lot. I like that effect. I mean, it's not new. It has been used many times where the track goes forward and we zoom back. So the artists are always occupying the full frame, but the background really comes forward. Initially, we tried moving it around, but we are losing the essence of the step. So we used this one, just track forward and zoom back.
Okay.
This is where the nightmare started for the costumers. From a solid ground, we moved on to a place where it was dusty. I wanted the dust to fly, but the costumes were made with such a delicate material, and we were making them do the Naatu step in the dust with this dress, and the dress were getting really dirty and spoiled. The costumers had to make 2 dresses, 3 dresses, and every day after the shoot, they had to go and clean them very delicately. It's not that you can put them in a washing machine and take them out. They had to be hand cleaned properly. So after long working hours of working 8 hours a day, the costumers were taking the dresses and cleaning them properly and doing it again. I really like to go lengthy takes. I don't like to cut in between. Here I had a long discussion with my editor on having this group coming into a formation. The idea is like all the guys are with Jake and all the girls are with Ram and Beam, and I wanted this mixed crowd to separate into the girls coming behind Ram
see
and
how
Beam,
the formation
and the
is
boys
happening
coming behind Jake.
Beautiful.
It was clearly established in the top
I like that.
shot. For me, it would have been nice if this entire thing was in one single shot. So you can see all the girls coming from the mixed position, and you see from the mixed position all the boys going here. And at the same time, we see Jake is moving this way and Ram and Beam are moving towards this way. It was very well choreographed. But the editor said the punch would be nice if we cut it into 3 or 4 cuts. Well, sometimes even the director, you have to give in to your technicians. I must have seen this song many times, not just on the editing table. Even after the release, I sometimes watch it on YouTube or go to the streaming platforms and watch the song again. I watched the background dancers. I became a fan of these guys. You can see they were.
I like that, the appreciation that he's giving to the background dancers, because they really are an important aspect and part of the song. And most of the times, we really overlook these things. But I'm glad that he's putting the focus on them.
Really acting like pros. They are not just dancing, but they had to do the steps wrong sometimes, and they have to express that they are not doing it properly, and collapse one by one. I like each and every dancer here. This guy, how they were performing. And you should also see the girls, how Jenny goes back and he pulls her again, the expressions, how the girl just falls down. They're tired, but still really, really enjoying it. This girl, I think it's a very beautiful frame by Sindhil. He got that dark dressed girl in the foreground as the action is happening in the background. One of the inspirations for me for these kind of frames is a completely different thing. In 10 Commandments, when the sea is parting, there is a shot of 3 ladies watching what is happening in front of them. And the arrangement is like a painting. It's not exactly like that, but a kind of inspiration is from there. And look at the guy's expression when Jake falls down. These guys, absolutely perfect. Tarak and Sharan are really exceptionally good dancers.
Yeah.
I always feel dance is not about how acrobatic you are, how perfectly you can do your step. There are 2 important things. One is that you should really, really enjoy your dance.
They're not
Only
translates.
then can audience really get the enjoyment out of your dance. And second thing is, like, in every moment on the dance, you are conveying something to the audience, some kind of emotion. They really infused that energy. They're conveying that even though we are humiliated by you, we have this weapon of giving it back to you. Quite a subtle and difficult emotion to portray, but these 2 guys nailed it. So the Indians have won. Actually, the story is over, but we know that N.T. Rama Rao and Ram Charan are 2 top heroes, commercial heroes.
Now the face-off is
fans
between
would
them.
love to see them compete against each other. They continue the dance, looking at each other like, okay, we defeated them. What about you and me? That wow expression of Jenny is the best. There are countless messages, memes, everything saying that the entire audience expression towards the song is exactly that. And when this shot was made, the dust really flew. Everyone in the unit were coming into the tent and like peeking in, looking in, can we say that again? Can we play this again? This was the shot that everyone really, really loved. She's rooting for Beam Akhtar at that point of time, and he sees that Jenny is in love with Akhtar and he loses. Being his innocent self, he doesn't get it. He continues dances and he finishes it. For me, Naatu Naatu, one of the reasons why I think it is such a hit is not just because of the music, not just because of the dance, because there is a beautiful story in itself. The entire story of RRR is within that 10 minutes of Naatu Naatu lead scene and the complete song. No one in America or across the world really knows the meaning of the lyrics, but it is the catchiness of the lyric, the way the flows. I think that is the credit should be given to Chandra Bose, the lyricist. We had a blast shooting it. We had a blast enjoying the audiences having the blast. Thank you everyone for who were involved in Naatu Naatu.
Yay. Okay. That was nice. That was nice. And it was nice to, hear S.S. Rajamouli speak about the various aspects of this song. Because for me, I feel the way he has talked about the choreography, the costume, the set design, the backup dancers, all of that, like actual musicians being there, just standing there and not doing anything. These little things and details add a lot to the song. Maybe as viewers, we miss it because we are only looking at the main 2 actors. But just to make everything come together, these are the things that the people who are working in the background take care of, so that we have, as an audience, we have this wholesome experience while we are witnessing the song in the big screen. And wishing this song in its category all the best. And yeah, like I said in the beginning, though I feel that a lot of people, I'm very happy that the movie is getting its due recognition. Is it the best film coming out of India? No, but the thing is that if one movie has gotten the recognition, then why not celebrate it? Why bash it? It might not be your favorite film. Like I said, it's not my favorite Rajamouli film, but I'm not gonna be like, oh, why this film got recognition and why this film did not get recognition from our country. Whatever it is, I think we should be just happy for the makers. And they have worked hard on the film, and if it's clicking with the audience across the globe, it's clicking. So somebody hating on the film is not going to change that fact, obviously. So yeah, I mean, everybody's entitled to their opinion, but I'm very happy for the makers, and let's hope that more films, because I feel that a lot of people globally have this very limited idea of what the Indian film industry is. Like, everybody thinks it's Bollywood, right? And everything coming out from India is just put inside that box of Bollywood. But I think RRR was able to break that mold away, and I hope in future more and more films that come out of our country gets this kind of recognition and this kind of acceptance across the global audience who are cinema lovers. So yeah, that was the reaction. Those were my thoughts. It was nice to see. I enjoyed watching this video. You can share your thoughts in the comments below, and I'm gonna sign off now, and I will see you soon on my next video. Bye guys.